This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Vauldemare here with more Drakengard 3. Well, in the last episode, we finally got to the beginnings of the ends. We reached the cathedral, or the church of number 1, and we found out our disciples are nothing but pigeons. I have no idea what that actually means as a symbol or a syllable. I don't know. I don't know why I said syllable. But anyway, we don't have our disciples anymore, so it's just us and Mikhail, ready to take on one.
Back then, I didn't know. I didn't know that defeating one wasn't the end. I also didn't know the truth about Zero and me.
When did the game all of a sudden be Mikhail telling the story? I don't think I remember that. I don't know, it's been a while since I played the prologue, but still. Alright, let's climb up the sorceress in her tower, you know, because that's how all villains are. It's almost like a representation of something, but I'm not sure what. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'd rather not lick it. Perhaps I'll go play some Super Mario after this. Get some mushrooms, grow bigger. You know what I mean.
Enemy sight! What is it? Shit, it's Zero! She's alone! She's here! She's by herself! No, sir. She appears to be alone. What happened to her friends? She probably used them up and then killed them. I don't see any disciples. Forward! Forward! Anyone who can fight, get to the front! Defend us! I'm still in this! Me too! Then.
I was about to say if I could talk now, but not that I would say anything really interesting. I guess I never realized how much traffic the disciples took up while I was doing stuff, so even if they didn't actually do any damage, they still wear meat shields.
We can still do this, right?
God, 50 soldiers? Eesh. Actually, since I have a weapon that gives me anti-toner powers, why don't I just use it? Aw, man. Why'd I have to choose, like, the one guy that's really far away?
It doesn't matter. All units, retreat! Retreat! Are you mad? What good are running to? We can't defeat her. Mother! Mother! Pull it together! Cry it out loud! Mother! Help me! Help me!
Alright then. Poor guys, I feel sorry for them. Fighting because of all these super powerful beings want them to nothingness. I already lost half my HP, eesh. I wonder if this is the final, or is it just a climb to the finale? It depends how short it is. I might keep recording depending on how long it is. I don't want like a really long ending episode though. That's happened way too many times where usually my episodes will be like 20, 22 minutes or whatever, and then the final episode will be like 40 to an hour because I can't find a good place to cut, you know. I could have, but you know, I didn't want to drag it out into so many videos, you know, but I still did anyway. Now let's keep going and we'll see, I guess.
Stand strong! Forward! I can't do it! That woman is a monster! We'll lay that talk! Alright. So that's the accursed Intoner. Kill her! Kill!
Wounded! I got wounded here!
There's a man down over here too! Attack! Sacrifice your own men if needs be! All that matters is Lady One's safety! safety. She doesn't seem to be weakened.
Well,
Intruder. Get away! Get away from me! Calm down. You're out of formation. Help! She's breaking
I don't think I really have to talk,
Stop
do
her,
I? I
no
mean,
matter what. For Lady One.
then again, you know, they aren't really saying anything interesting. Though, I guess for that matter, am I really saying anything interesting? Not.
Enough
It's all
already.
relative, I guess.
We're wasting good soldiers' lives.
Oh, okay. Just go and collect all the crap that's on the ground. There's still stuff to buy at the end of the game, I assume. Like maxing out your weapons and stuff like that. I almost did that. I did everything that required copper and silver. So the only things I haven't maxed out are the gold, gold and the platinum required. Because apparently there's a platinum one. That big giant knife thing I got, it requires like a platinum material. Probably requires you to beat the final survival rotation or something like that. Or maybe beating the cathedral payday or something like that. Something close. Maybe we can. Actually, would the spear be faster? Probably not. It's probably just as fast walking. I thought about switching out some of my weapons for more powerful ones, but I've noticed that, like in gloves, there is other short models. They all upgrade to medium or large at some point. Which I'm like, really? You want me to try different gloves, but you give me either tons of M's or L's.
Stop her now! The whole world is in danger. All our soldiers are blooded. Fight our trees. Keep going! She's trying to end the world by herself. She's obviously pretty fucking strong.
Wow, how often do you hear people just say the F word?
If this keeps on bleeding once, it's trouble. Protect the people. Don't let Zero inside.
Wizard! Not like Mr. Wizard, oh no. He's too boring for this. There we go. On the ground you go! And just punch you to death. Yeah. Really? We need all these loading sections? I assume when we beat one, it'll probably be some revelation on, well, I mean, Mikhail basically said that, you know, like, why they're doing this, or what their powers are, or you know, why she got rid of the disciples, because she said without a toner, they turn back to normal, so, or no, they would disappear, so if she hadn't turned it back into pigeons, they would have just died over time if there were no intoners left. So apparently they don't actually use actual humans as disciples, they use animals, which in this case is birds. But they used all the same type of bird. I mean, that just seems kind of strange. They didn't use like any other animal. I think it would have been interesting if they had different types of birds at least, if not just birds, but they are all pigeons or doves. This is awkward. And the 3 treasure chests are right here. What is this craziness? If you could punch them and open them. Thank you. Gold material. Gold, gold, gold. Silver and gold. Alright. And it's crazy quiet. I almost feel like I should whisper. Like an actual church of prayer. No matter what you worship, you usually have to be quiet. Until actual service. Then the guy at the front just likes to keep talking. Alright, who we had to fight in here?
What you reading? Ah, Zero. It's a record of life in the cathedral city.
A record of life?
Zero, don't you think it's strange? This city is said to be the origin of all magic. Spells were crafted here that even now are far beyond our abilities. Where did this knowledge go? When did we lose it? And what happened to the people who once possessed it? I thought if I studied that, I might be able to learn the purpose of intoners, of us.
Only an idiot tries to learn about a bunch of shit she doesn't need to know. Or did you not know that?
That's rather close-minded. Though, in the sense that we cannot ever truly know everything, well, I suppose I agree.
Whatever. I'm about to kill you anyway. That's all that matters.
So predictable. Come to me, Gabriel.
You alright?
Yeah, but that guy's strong. He's really, really strong. Zero, get on! Let's beat him together!
I thought like a rocket disco was about to happen there for a second. Alright, we have to fight Gabriel again, except in the cathedral.
I know how this goes, my sister. Not even you can recover from a mortal dragon wound.
Then I guess I just have to kill you first. You and
So
your
am I actually
demon
hurting
dragon.
her? Oh.
Huh? What's that mean?
It means she enhanced her dragon to make it better at fighting you. But when you do that,
When you do that, what?
Zero, my attacks
Damn.
aren't working! They aren't working!
slam into him once he opens his big fat mouth. A good smack in the mouth.
Okay,
don't
so that's
work.
what
I don't know
I
what will. Such a pain.
I thought charging him while his mouth was open made sense. God damn it, this guy's tough. Oh, that's bullshit. Well, I'm probably gonna die here, folks.
Hey, Zero, why are we fighting?
Are you seriously asking me that now?
I mean, it's just kind of sad, you know? It's sad.
Well, looks like we have to use potions for
I
the
feel
final
really
game.
bad
Nope.
for you.
Really? You feel bad for the fucker that's trying to kill you?
Well, Gabriel is a cool sounding name. Sounds like badass, you know. Probably why one of the angels is called Gabriel. Ah, come on! They said to charge him when his mouth was open. Did I not do it? Oh, I'm hurting him, like, little by little, but nothing that's like... Come on, this guy's cheap as fudge. Like, seriously, he just hurts me a lot every time. Should I have just shot him with fireballs instead of charging? Aw, oh, come on! This guy's cheap as hell. Now I have... Don't tell me I have to continue this. What the hell, man? This sucks.
Damn
This
it.
really sucks.
Does anything hurt him?
Oh, come on! Yeah, me charging him hurts him every time, but it's slow and, like, goes nowhere. And he hurt me while I was charging him. So that's fair. Seriously, that's not fair. Aw, come on! Stop! You can tell I'm getting annoyed now. See, that doesn't do anything. She said, you know, charge him when his mouth is open. Guess what? It does nothing. I reckon we could keep charging him. That's the only... God damn it. I've already used my good potions. At least I've got one more, super mega full heal ability at least. But I'm afraid of, like, what else I'm gonna have to fight by these. Yeah, screw you. I'm not playing your little reindeer games. That actually does decent damage to him, except I get hurt. God, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Oh, finally. I guess it is the fireball, but she said charge him when he did that. Yeah, well, it's my fault for making it last longer than it should. There we go, got him. God.
You all right? Reincarnate! Even if you lose your memory, at least you'll still...
You know, right, Zero? Why dragons can be reborn? Because they get a final wish.
Enough! Just hurry up! Do it already!
A dragon's wish is a deep and powerful thing. So now, I'm gonna make mine. And I'm gonna kill that dragon.
What are you saying?
If I use my life to wish it, then I can make it happen. Isn't that great?
No! No! No, no, no! I am not letting you do this! No!
It's okay, Zero. If I lose my memory, I won't be me anymore anyway.
No! No, no! Please, no!
And besides, I had a lot of fun, Zero. I mean, being with you.
Mikhail, no, you can't! I won't let you!
Look at that. You finally used my name. My name.
God damn it, dummy! Stop repeating things!
You're not the only one who's ready to sacrifice everything. I will protect Gabriel, even if even if I forsake my life as an intoner. Come for me, Zero!
So Mikhail died for like no reason.
You comprehend nothing! You destroy the peace we created. You kill your own flesh and blood. And then you think you can save the world?
You done running your mouth yet? Mikhail, why wasn't it me? Mikhail still had a future. Damn it! God damn it all!
Sorry, Mikhail dying does not give me the feels right now. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm cold-hearted, my friend. Cold-hearted like a... There we go. Sorry, it's just... I know they're trying to evoke the emotion that I feel sorry for this character, but I just didn't like him, you know? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a dick here, but... It's really... Although I would... It is kind of hard to give me that feeling of... Like, I really try to invest in stories, but if the story itself is just average in general while playing it, I mean... What the hell? Quit doing that. Game kept to try a spear, maybe, because I'm not getting the combo thing I'm needing to try and get the bloodletter to give me more toner powers. Seems like his weakness is his kneecap or his dongle, one of the two. Ow. Luckily, I've got a few potions left after that fight with Gabriel before. So I should be okay. Well, okay is relative, I guess. Shouldn't they be having more banter or something like that? I don't know. Like, the main character should be saying stuff, you know, but, not happening. I keep getting hit by his tail. See, that's bullshit. I can't do anything about it. I don't even think jumping would help. There we go, got him. Get your ass on the ground now! Oh, I was supposed to hit him in the head. Whoops. Well, that sucks. Wasted a good opportunity there. Sorry, folks. I am a... Oh dear. Ah, what the hell, man? Wasted my goodie. Well, not technically, I didn't waste my best option. My best option is my full heal potion. The one that completely restores everything. Just run past her head. Run on through the other side. Break on through to the other side. Yeah! This might be the final battle, actually. Even though they say, oh, the end is unknown, or there's more to come. I'm like, no, I think it's over. I don't think the game has anything more to offer it.
This will be enough to destroy us, all of us. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We won't lose, Zero, and the world won't either. You're the monster who made...
Yeah, sorry to ruin your
intoners in the first place.
Damn it. I'm gonna try my intoner skill again. see if I got enough to take him out. Ah, come on! Don't give me that shit. Ugh. There you go. I was like, as soon as I activated, she... Yay!
Farewell, Gabriel. I'm sorry. So this is... Goodbye.
Yeah, it is. Mikhail. It's over. Now One. But how?
Brother. I'm one's brother.
Brother? That's impossible.
You wouldn't know. You only had your 5 sisters. But in the same way you created your sisters, your sister one created me. I was a failsafe in case you managed to kill her. I was her final weapon. See the sword? It's made from a dragon's fang. That means it can kill an intoner, right?
I see.
You have no one to blame but yourself, murderer!
I don't blame anyone. I just want to kill the intoners. All of them. You think after all this, I intended to survive? The world doesn't work that way. At last, it's all over. Mikhail. Thank you.
She's dead. Zero is dead. 1. Do you hear me? I finished off the intoners, just like you said. But what should I do now? How am I supposed to live in in a world that lacks the Intoner's protection. 1.
Oh, there you go, folks. Finished off. Aw, man, 31 minutes. Come on! Oh, well. So, that's the end of Drakengard 3. From what I've heard, the third game isn't like... It's not a sequel in the series, it's a prequel. I've noticed that's happened a lot in game series recently, where they have a... They'll have like a trilogy of games, and the first two games will always be, you know, whatever. And then they always do a third game, which explains why the world or whatever's like that in the first place. So apparently this one is a prequel to the other two Drakengards, which apparently come after this. So if you probably played the first or second one, this probably makes a little bit more sense from what history dictates. Unfortunately, I haven't beaten or played much of the first couple two, so I think the person that was covered in blood, I think he's a villain in the first game, if I remember correctly. Like he's one of the main people or something. I could be wrong. But anyway, well, let's just go give the rundown on what I think about the game. Graphically, it's kind of hard to say because a lot of the levels, they try to do that whole, like a lot of games where they try to have you travel around, so they do your typical forest, desert, you know, ice and stuff like that. But I feel like they were kind of generic places, so there wasn't... Oh, Mr. Walker worked on this? Come on, guys. But I felt like there weren't interesting locales enough to really be, like, I don't know, like, interesting. I don't know. I felt there wasn't much to them. Music wasn't bad. It does have a lot of sameness when it comes to a lot of games that try to use chorus and stuff like that. But, I mean, the main song isn't really bad for what it is. The music is okay. I mean, I can't hate on it because it's not terrible. It's not like it's ding 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 someone with a keyboard, you know, stuff like that. So it's good for what it is. I mean, it sets the mood for what it needs to do. So, story, I mean, the story wasn't horrible. It just I wasn't feeling it, you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, usually anti-hero stories can be really interesting, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the anti-hero story and the reason why she wanted to kill all of them in the first place. I guess she wanted to make it like Buddhism, you know, godless and you know, people fending for themselves or something like that. So, you know, like, not a terrible story, just maybe if it had been a little bit longer or something, maybe I would have felt it more. You know, like the death of Mikhail, if the game was a little bit longer, they did a little bit better job of like kind of making Mikhail interesting, because he was just a kid character, and unfortunately kid characters really don't transfer well, especially with poor writing, and a lot of people usually hate the kid characters. So I wasn't a big fan of Mikhail. So his death, not sad. Zero was generally unlikable to me. She had a couple of funny scenes, but I mean, like, her dying, didn't really feel anything there either. If anything, her disciples were a little bit more interesting than she was, you know. Which is sad. A lot of guy main characters can suffer from that too. The badasses, where they're just like, okay, you have a deep voice, you want to kill everything, and you know, what else is there to it? So I mean, and then I guess I could show you the gameplay. The gameplay was pretty straightforward, action RPG combat, nothing I haven't played before. I guess it's smooth enough, different weapons, you know, you can combo up and stuff like that. I wish the AI had been done a little bit better, not so much the enemy AI, but your friendly AI. I felt like they didn't do anything. Like, they were just there to be meat shields for some of the guys to attack, and that's it. You know, I didn't feel like they were actual people in the game. So So, you know, in the flying scenes, okay, could have used a little bit more work. You know, then again, I haven't played the other Drakengard games, so I don't know if the flying is much different or smoother in those as well. So I don't know if this is a difference. And apparently the people who did this game had worked on a couple previous other games, like Nier was one of them. Nier was one of those underground hit type of games to another action RPG with a lot of strange and odd characters. So, I mean, it's not like they've done bad games before. They've just done okay games. I use that word a lot, okay. I don't know if I want to use the word mediocre because it's not quite there. But it did get kind of boring at parts. Like, it was just kind of like, let's wrap it up. So, overall, I'd have to say send the game back. There's really not much more to play. I mean, other than upgrading all your weapons or doing the survivals. But other than that, there's really not much else to do. There's a bunch of DLC you can download for this game. It's like $36. At least currently at time of recording of this, it's about $36 to get all the story DLC. And all the story DLC is all the sisters having their own like little prologue chapters 1 through 3, and even 0 has another prologue chapter. So it's like I'm not even getting the full story. Apparently these prologues even explain a bit more about why she's doing this. So I almost feel like this isn't even a full game sometimes when you hear about all the DLC and all this extra story, like motivation and stuff like that. And I can't really blame this game for it because everyone's done the whole DLC to death now. So now that anyone does it, we're just going to harp on them to death. And they may have just been late to the game, you know. So, oh, DLC. Why do I hate you so much? And there's actually some good DLC out there for what it is. Like, you know, that actually, I don't know, does extra the game, but doesn't have to add enough to where you're like, oh, they could have added in to finish the story. But most DLC seems like, oh, we don't have to finish the game. You know, we can just give you this beta version, and then the DLC will finish the game. You know, so I don't know. Anyway, send the game back. It's an okay game. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like a 5 or a 6 overall. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna let the rest of the credits roll. It's almost over anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'll see you when the mail comes in. Thanks for watching, folks.
I see. If there are no intoners left to protect the world, then I'll just protect it myself. We'll form a new religion. A religion that worships my sister one. No, I am the true one. From this day forward, all will call me one.
I should have known this branch would also end like this. Seems like we should have taken a different branch somewhere along the way.